Welcome to the November episode of the Toolbox DIY Home Maintenance Guide. This month is arguably the most important month of the year, so I'm going to start with the highest priority task first, and that is winterization. The farther up north you live, the sooner you may want to get started on this. Some of you may even want to do this in the month of October rather than waiting till November. The number one thing we want to avoid this winter is freezing water and thawing ice causing us damage. So we want to start by making sure we shut off all water supply lines that are on the outside. So if you have any hoses that you've kept installed since summer, go ahead and disconnect those now and store those. If you have any exterior water supply lines, let's go ahead and shut off the supplies to those and drain those. It's good if you have a drain such as this one on a semi-permanent supply line. You can just open it up and drain out the water. Also, you can leave it open so any residual water has room to expand. If you don't have a drain valve, you can always open both ends of the supply line and blow it out with an air compressor to remove that extra water. For outside spigots and hose bibs, you'll want to shut off the supply lines to those if you have them. If you don't have a supply shutoff, an insulated faucet cover should be installed. If you have an in-ground irrigation system, go ahead and turn that off if you haven't done so already. And if you live in an area with prolonged freezes, you're probably going to want to drain your system. Every system is different, but in a nutshell, you want to find the supply valve. That's where the main water supply goes into the irrigation system. You want to shut that off. And then you want to find the sprinkler valves, and you want to open those up about a half turn. Now, you're not going to completely drain the system, but you will depressurize it, and you also give it some room for expansion. So if that water does freeze, it has somewhere to go other than outwards and busting your pipes. Next up is to clean out gutters or roof drains if you have those. You see, we want water to freely flow through those drains. We don't want water trapped in there so that it can freeze. And if there is ice, we want the thawing ice to be able to escape those drains as quickly as possible. We only have a few more winterization tasks before we move on to the rest of the month, so let's go ahead and knock those out. If you have foundation vents, let's say in a crawl space, let's get those covered. Now, if you have a humidity or moisture problem in your crawl space, you might want to leave two of them on opposite walls open to keep that air flowing. And if you have any vents that are near water supply lines, make sure you close those and only open ones that are as far away from those supply lines as possible. If you have a sump pump, let's test that by taking a 5-gallon bucket of water, removing the lid to the sump pump, and pouring that water into it. We want to make sure that that float activates and that the pump properly ejects the water. If your sump pump doesn't eject the water, then call in a pro soon. The last two winterization tasks are quite easy. If you don't already have an AC condenser cover, go out and get yourself one and cover that condenser for the winter. If you have a snowblower, now's the time to pull that out, put some fresh oil in it, some fresh gas in it, and give it a test. That pretty much covers winterization, but there are a few more tasks that I like to do in the month of November. With fall here, there's going to be some windy days, and that's a good opportunity to go around to the interior of your home, checking for drafts around doors, windows, or around casings, moldings, where you might see any cracks. Just kind of use your hands to feel for any drafts. We want to go ahead and get those sealed as quickly as possible. Now, if you can't address the problem on the inside and it's too late to do it on the outside, just make a note of that, and you can tackle that as part of your spring list. Before we close out this month by performing our 5 monthly routine tasks, now's a good time to also stock up on firewood, and don't forget to rake the leaves and aerate the lawn. That covers everything we need to do this month of November except our 5 routine tasks. I won't go through those since I went through those in detail in the January episode. I will link to that up here for those of you who are not familiar with those tasks. And don't forget, there is a downloadable checklist and an online checklist that you can use at toolboxdiy.com/home-maintenance. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I will see you back here in about a month for a very easy December, which you have earned.